guys, welcome to the first show of 2022. It's the third show in the AlphanumetriX series, and first of all I just want to say thank you so much for those who have stuck with me for the first two episodes. It's been a great learning experience to go through this and actually express what I'm actually doing and to put it into words. It's a lot different than just doing it by myself, so it's kept me on my feet to have to actually continue to keep going each week. I started the show at a really funny time, to be honest, because it was the middle of Christmas period and it was quite a joyous time, so I haven't actually been trading all that much. But we did add one stock to the portfolio this week, and we did put one trade back into cash, so I can't wait to go through that with you. Just a bit of housekeeping. I love living in Australia. There's a lot of good things about Australia, but internet is not one. So if this is extremely laggy, there's nothing we can do about that. The other thing is I have to apologise for wearing a wife beater today. It is 400 degrees outside. It's the benefit of living in Australia. It's horribly hot most of the time. Let's get into the charts. Let's start with the portfolio as we always do, and we'll work our way through and see how things are going. Here we go. Alright, starting on the portfolio as we always do. You might notice this little jump back up, and I'll explain that in a minute. Overall, the stocks are the stocks that we're in right now. We're minus $10.21. It's 0.18% down, our portfolio, which is nothing to worry about, and I'm going to show you why when we start to go through some of these stocks that we've been in, how excited I am to be in them. And even after reviewing them over again, they're the stocks that I want to be in, and I'll go through that in a minute. So just scanning through here, it's all what you'd expect, slightly down, slightly up in a few different ones, but overall about a balanced position. You will, however, notice that the overall, we started with $50,000 of capital, Australian dollars, in this account. We now have 53,331. That's because we sold that Bitcoin trade, and so no better time than any to go into that right now. Okay, jumping over to the Bitcoin chart right now. We took the trade on last week when we broke the descending triangle. We entered at about 48,400, something like that from memory. I actually added another additional $20,000 to that trade, including leverage, as we started to move up, which gave us an average entry price of actually spot on 49,000, which you can see by this blue line on float here, the AlphanumetriX indicator. So as we came up, I really wanted us to break through. This is on the daily time frame. I wanted to see a bullish cross right here. I was really hoping for a bullish cross here to add more to this position and then to really kick it off into the new year. Unfortunately, we were unable to cross over the 30 exponential moving average here on the daily time frame. And as we continually kept bouncing back, I had a take profit, which you can see right here, a take profit point in at 7%. We did actually come down and hit that, and we got out of the trade, fully exited the trade at that point. We took a nice little profit on that trade, which is the 3,000 something odd dollars that was added to the portfolio. And you can see, had I have stayed in that trade, in US terms, I'd be $2,300 down right now. I'd be 0.05 Bitcoin down in this leveraged 3x leverage position had I stayed in it. So overall, it was a good little swing trade, but that's not what we're here for. We're not here to do little swing trades. We're here to be long-term holders of position traders. So I'm just going to get rid of float for a minute and go through where does that leave us now for Bitcoin. Well, as you can see, we're in the middle of we're touching on a double bottom here. I'm really expecting further downside here, and like all things, if this comes back and we get the bullish cross, well then I'm excited. That changes everything. But we'll go over to the 3-day time frame, because that's where we want to be looking at Bitcoin. Initially, we want to be buying on the 3-day time frame. I've gone through this in the first episode. I've went through this in the second episode, and so I suppose I'll go through it again now. What I want for Bitcoin is a green diamond on the 3-day time frame. Again, I'll just scan back quickly to show those of you who this might be your first episode. On AlphanumetriX indicator, this indicator, if you're interested in this, is of course for sale on AlphanumetriX.com, which you can see over here in the corner. I hope I'm pointing the right direction here, but we're looking for this. We're looking for a green diamond on the 3-day time frame to really enter this trade and get into a long-term position trade. Then really adding more to the position on a bullish cross. But that hasn't happened yet. We're still in the middle of no man's land, so there is no trade for me right now. I'm really, really excited about the new year for Bitcoin. To be honest, I'm really, really excited about getting into a great buy on Bitcoin and holding it throughout the whole year if I can, or as long as possible. But AlphanumetriX will tell us what to do. But just to recap, I still think we've got further downside to go. I want to see, and I'm gonna bring up another indicator, and I've just been playing with this, and I'm not sure. It's not one of my indicators. It's just one that I've seen here. It's just a volume indicator is what it is. But I've changed all the tuning on this volume indicator to make it a little interesting. If it'll come up here. Sorry, again, Australian internet is fabulously slow. I've changed all the tuning on this indicator to make it only read really, really high readings like this here. So that my green diamond here on the 3-day, it came off volume. I really want to see that, and I'm just going to tune this little indicator to the 3-day time frame here. Bear with me. So you can see a number of times it's had excessive volume come through, and to couple that with a green diamond, see, we did get the volume here on the drop here, but we didn't get the green diamond. We were pretty close, but that's what I really want to see. I want to see like a flash crash or continued movement down as we get closer to that green diamond, a final capitulation with volume coming in, large amount of volume coming in. That is where I will be starting to pepper in to Bitcoin, and I'll probably go in pretty hard at that point. I have no idea where that's going to be, because it's also, time is really important. Like if it continues to trend down below these moving averages here, the green diamond could come in sort of anywhere around here in the low 40s, but with a flash crash down with volume, it could come in today. So be on guard for that. That's what I'm really, really looking for. Just to recap that, as I turn off this volume indicator, I'll bring you more of this volume indicator as we go on, because I think that I can tune it really well, that we can incorporate it into what we do here. It's not something that I've typically looked at in the past. It's just something I've been experimenting with lately. But so yeah, just to recap, 3-day time period, green diamond, 50% of the position I want exposed to Bitcoin in there, and then as we come up, I'll click to the daily time frame. On a daily bullish cross, I'll add another 50%, and then on the 3-day bullish cross, I will add the 100% long in that Bitcoin position. But there's no real reason to freak out about it yet or to worry about it, because other than just monitoring the charts, that you should not be looking to try and get into Bitcoin right now. It's too undecided. So let's bring over our stock watch here, and I've just arranged these with the little tabs here. If you haven't seen it before, red tabs indicate on stocks. Mind you, we look at the weekly time frame. So the red indicates like a bearish cross and things that if we were in, would be looking to get out of. You can see here, they all look the same. Everything we do looks the same. Like this looks like it's a bearish cross is coming. Things to take note of, to be out of if you're in. See, that doesn't always have to. This has got a red tab on it. I thought we were going to come down and get a bearish cross, but we didn't. So that doesn't really need that anymore, and we can rearrange it. The green ones here are the stocks that we're currently in. So let's go through and have a look at the stocks that we entered in either a couple of weeks ago. Last week we entered nothing in, and this week we've entered one. So again, Adair's. This is starting to really look good, and see, we're about to get the bullish cross here on this. We entered down here somewhere, and I'm starting to feel like this is starting to curve really nicely. As I go through these, as I mentioned earlier in the show, I'm really, really happy to be in these stocks that I've got into, and I have reason for entering all of them. And even if they haven't kicked off yet, I still feel like they're all going to be good buys long term. Alibaba, we got in. We're down a little bit on that trade, but we bought off a green diamond. I'm happy to be in that. I don't know how much further downside it's got. Cat, we're up on the cat trade. We entered back here at 200. Disney, we entered off, we entered around here at 150, I think it was. That's starting to move up. That's starting to look interesting. This Digital World Acquisitions Trump's one, that hasn't done really anything. I believe we entered at $50. Yep, so it's just teetering on that spot. I'm still happy to be in that. It hasn't crashed down any further. That's one for pure alpha. I'm happy to sit in for a bit, have a look at it. Craft has moved up since we bought it. We purchased Craft at I think 34. That's starting to move up, starting to curve around. Again, this is a weekly time frames. I can see this really starting to move up, getting its bullish cross and moving up. PayPal is what we've added to the holdings just now. You know, really we added this yesterday. So right on the close, we got in at I believe it was 181, which was or 180, 188. Let's say 188. About where we are right now. It hasn't done anything, but a green diamond on the weekly time frame. I am happy to be in PayPal right now off this diamond. I believe that this is a bottoming sort of structure with a few weeks of bottoming out after a crash. I think this could really start to recover. But if this is, I don't want to keep repeating the same things each week. I'm hoping that I have a viewership that is following along as we go here. What we're doing here, just to recap of how we're managing this portfolio, is of the $50,000 of initial capital, $25,000 of that is for Bitcoin only, and we're going to be using leverage to trade Bitcoin. The other 50% of that, which is 25,000, we're going to be sparingly putting through different stocks or even other cryptos that we find interesting. But it's for anything else. We're going to build a portfolio with that other 25% and trying to beat the S&P 500 over the year. The difference between us and institutional investors is we can keep going back into cash. We can keep raising cash. So we're just going to keep rotating between cash positions and entered long positions. It's a long only account as well, so we're not going to be shorting. We're not going to be offsetting anything. We're just going to raise cash when we think that the position is ended. All positions will be added on a bullish cross or off a green diamond. So of the $25,000 that we've allocated towards stocks and other cryptos, we will add on a weekly time frame off a green diamond half of what we wanted to put in each position, and then when this comes up and we get the bullish cross, we'll add the additional half that we wanted there. No position is going to be very heavy, so it'll be 1% added at the green diamond, another 1% added at the bullish cross. That's it for each individual stock. Nothing's going to be more weighted than that. So I'm sorry, I just have to catch up on people who maybe hadn't been following along. Square, we got in on the green diamond on Square. It hasn't done much, but again, I'm still really happy to be holding Square at this point. All right, Verizon. Verizon, we got in just at here on off the bullish green diamond here, and then it had a great spike and it was performing really well, and it's just come back here a little bit. No problem. I'm happy to hold that as well. And finally, we've got Zoom in the portfolio right now. Now we bought, a 181, something like that. It did alright. It just came back and retested here. It looks like it has more downside at the moment, but still, we only added 1% of our allocation to Zoom. I'm still, again, happy to be in Zoom. But we haven't really had a chance to buy at this sort of area yet. I still believe that that's all to come in 2022. So that's the portfolio as it stands right now. 3 weeks into the shows, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to keep bringing you these shows throughout the year and watch this portfolio really grow. I think the Bitcoin trade is just pure out from the account, and to use leverage on that is just such a bonus to add to your portfolio to really spark investments. Where our stock portfolio is just treading water at the moment, although we've entered into stocks that we really like, it's sort of just ticking along. The point of that is to grow the wealth over years, so over the whole year, over years and years and years. So that from that $25,000, I'm not looking to double, triple, times 10 that $25,000 overnight. I want to just continually grow and grow and grow that wealth in that account, multiply it over time. But for the Bitcoin, I want to just spark it and really, really kick on for next year. But we're in no Bitcoin trade right now. It's time to just sit and wait for that green diamond on the 3-day time frame. Then we'll enter, and then with the bullish cross on a daily, 3-day, weekly. We will pump up that trade all the way into next year, if it comes around our way. If not, we're just staying cash. I don't care how low it goes. I couldn't give any shit about it because we're here for the long term in that account. Anyway, that's me for today. Thank you so much for continually watching the show. Happy New Year to those in America. Happy New Year in Australia for the guys down south that have already had it. I hope you have a fantastic 2022. We're going to crack on together. Good luck. Happy trading. For more information on AlphanumetriX indicators with float or AlphanumetriX indicator, go to AlphanumetriX.com or hit me up on Twitter or wherever else you're going to find me. All the links are in the bottom of this YouTube show. Thanks again. Happy New Year, guys.